dog. Did I ever mention that I almost died giving birth to you?
Well, aren't you going to have one, Doc?
Oh, no. Listen, after you've worked in a malt shop, the greatest pleasure you can get is slurping up what's left in the blender.
Is it any wonder I never breastfed her?
Ma, how many times do I have to tell you not to listen in on my conversations?
About twice a year. Like your phone is ringing off the hook. Like you got such a full social calendar. You're the only person who ever got a refund on call waiting.
I swear, sometimes I think I just want to throw in the towel and take an early retirement. I wonder if you can collect Social Security at $49.50.
$49.50. What is that, Blanche? The address of the Social Security building? Ma, what the hell are you doing here?
I gnawed through my leather restraints and outran the new guard dog. I'm here for the audition.
Forget it. You force your way into the show every year, and every year it's a total disaster. You can't sing, you can't dance, you can't tell jokes. I'm sorry, you can't be in the show.
You can't be in the show. You can't be in the show. Who are you, Ricky Ricardo? Then one night, bingo, she closes her eyes and she's gone.
She died in her sleep.
What, are you deaf? I said she died playing bingo. Well, I guess Phyllis Gluckman will be my new best friend.
Ma, I thought you hated Phyllis Gluckman.
I do, but at the rate my friends are going, I won't have to spend that much time with her.
What are you talking about? I spent all day getting ready. Oh, I could just scratch your eyes out. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, drop dead. What's wrong? Nothing. Well, don't wait up. Good night.
Blanche, Steve called and canceled your date, didn't he?
Yes. How did you know that, Dorothy?
I'm clairvoyant, Rose.
Actually, he brought two women. He wanted an extra for formal occasions.
Then who is this guy?
Well, to tell you the truth, I was on the bus.
Wait a minute. You set Dorothy up with some guy you met on a bus?
Please, it wasn't that glamorous. I saw a sign on the bus. It said, "Lonely, can't make connections with that special person." So I took $20 out of your purse, sent in a picture, they ran it through the computer, and boom, you got a social life.
Does this look okay? Oh, fine. A little overdressed for a quiet evening at home.
Oh, Blanche, didn't you hear Rose has a date?
A date?
Yes, I met him briefly at the counseling center and he asked me out to dinner.
Well, Rose has a date and I don't. What are the odds of something like this happening? There's probably a better chance of getting struck by lightning in a house you won from Ed McMahon.
Hi, Rose. Hey, how was football practice?
Terrible. It's the laziest team I've ever seen in my life. They didn't bust their tackles, they didn't crack their blocks, they played like a bunch of babies.
Coach, you dropped the whistle.
Oh, thanks, Billy. That was very nice of you. Now you two boys run along home.
Okay, bye.
Billy?
Yes?
I said run! Move it, you little panty waste on the double!
Blanche, listen, we really have to talk about the roof.
Dorothy, I already called the repair man. Last night, the damn ceiling caved in on my bedroom. Knocked the Zorro mask right out of poor Ed Rosen's hand. Oh, that must be the roofer.
Oh, Sid LeBass, you called about your roof?
Yes, won't you come in?
Yeah, wait a sec. I think I stepped in something. That's good enough.
Gee, I guess I won't be making it in the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue this year like the rest of you.
Sophia, Dorothy's just concerned about your health.
We all are.
Ma, you have been walking around sick for over a week. You would feel a lot better if you would just obey the doctor's orders. Now look, either you're going to follow his orders or I'm going to call him and tell on you.
Ooh, what is he going to do? Come over and spank me?
If he does, tell him to come by my room. Come on in, Clayton. I want you to meet my best friends, Dorothy and Rose.
Nice
Dorothy,
to meet
it's a
you,
pleasure. Rose, so nice to see you.
How was your trip, Clayton?
Oh, fine. It just went by in no time.
Well, that usually means he met a stewardess he liked.
Blanche.
Lunch, dinner, or drinks?
Dinner.
Oh.
I'm beginning to see the family resemblance.
Now, I forget. How's this go again? To win something, you have to get 3 to match?
Right, if you get 3 coconuts, you win $100.
What if you get 3 palm trees.
You don't have 3 palm trees. That means you win $10,000.
Ma, I know what a palm tree looks like.
You also know what a handsome doctor looks like. It doesn't mean you got one.
In your neighborhood and/or trailer park has been accepted.
This is the happiest, most fulfilling day of my life.
Which makes you the most pathetic human being on this planet.
Well, I love Elvis.
Oh, Blanche, I would be honored if you would be the first member of the Hunka Hunka Burnin' Love fan club.
I graciously accept and promise to do a good job as president.
Hi.
How did the auditions go?
Great. Oh, you should have tried out, Dorothy. Everybody was really stinky. You might have gotten a part this year.
Rose, don't be silly. Dorothy couldn't get a part. We're doing the award-winning musical Cats. You have to be agile, graceful, and sensual.
You're right, Blanche. I mean, how could I possibly compete with you? I mean, you've given some of your finest performances in back alleys.
Hey, it's hotter in here than it is outside. Oh, no. Of all days for the air conditioner to break down, we better call a repairman.
Oh, his number's in the kitchen.
So is the ice cream. We can have some while we're waiting.
Look! Mr. Feinbaum's totally naked in his bedroom window.
That is the 3rd time we caught you cheating. Ma, you're out of the game.
Hey, give me a break. When you're 80, you're allowed to cheat, just like you're allowed to take money out of your daughter's purse. Whoops. Was that the phone? Don't jump yourselves, I'll get it.
Now, Sophia, Rose asked a perfectly sensible question.
Am I the only one she caught by surprise?
Ma.
Rose, I'm gonna buy a nectarine. I go to the market every day to buy a nectarine. At 82, that's life. A round trip on the number 6 bus to buy a nectarine.
That's so sad.
Not sad. Life. Sad is when you have to mash the nectarine with a fork.
Ma, Pop's been dead 27 years.
What's your point?
What are you saying?
Isn't it obvious, Dorothy? She showered with a dead man for 5 years.
Rose, what did you want?
I got 2 tickets to the hottest Norwegian musical in town.
Rose, you've really tempted me, but I do have other plans.
You have a date? Well, the new owners of the building don't allow cats, and I'm not about to part with Mr. Peepers.
Oh, I guess you two have been through a lot together, huh?
Yes, I found him last week. But I wouldn't feel right having a home if he didn't. We'd become very attached to you.
You know, I think that shows great strength of character. I like you, and I like cats. I also happen to have a room for rent, and the name is Blanche Devereaux.
Why would you name a room Blanche Devereaux?
Rose, how about you? You want to learn dirty dancing?
I don't know. For some odd reason, dirty dancing always sounds dirty.
Come on, Rose. You know you like dancing.
I like square dancing.
This is just like square dancing.
All right, count me in.
Oh, great. Just one thing. When you do-si-do, your legs are wrapped around your partner's neck. Are you implying that I might have gained weight?
There's only one way to find out. Here's the scale.
Oh, fine. Sophia, were you looking?
No, actually, that's what you stepped off. But I know it's not a good sign when the first rebound goes into the low 120s.
It's from your friend Gladys at Shady Pine. She says Lillian was sent to Sunny Pastures.
Ah, you see, Ma, your friend is fine.
Fine, are you kidding? Sunny Pastures is the worst nursing home in the city. It's every old person's nightmare. That and a child-proof cap on the kaopectate bottle.
Honey, listen, don't panic. As soon as the girls get home from work, we'll fan out through the neighborhood and we'll find Dreyfus.
No go, Blanche. I need to handle this myself.
Why?
Because if Dorothy finds out I lost Dreyfus, she'll never trust me with anything again. That's why I'm begging you, please. Promise me, on your mother's grave, you won't breathe a word of this to Dorothy. You promise?
Yes, sure, Sophia.
Good. Now I can save what I know about you and the twin rabbinical students for another time. The pain was so intense they gave me a towel to bite on.
They gave you a towel at the hospital?
What hospital? You were born on a pinochle table at McSorley's bar. Hospital, like your father was a member of the Aetna family. The closest he ever got to a hospital was when he came to deliver ice.
Rose, how? You bought one street in St. Olaf.
I bought the only street in St. Olaf. That means I'm going to tear down your phone booth.
This is the stupidest game. I could just...
Dorothy.
I could just play all night. Set it up again, Rose. What are you doing out? I thought you were in your room.
I whittled a gun out of a bar of soap and overpowered the guards. I went to the mini mall. They opened a little slice of Sicily pizzeria. So I walk in and this guy strikes up a conversation with me. Turns out he owns the chain and wants me to be in a commercial.
Sophia, that's amazing.
I'll say it's rare you find anybody in a mini mall who even speaks English.
Oh, it's so good to see everyone. But where's Trudy? She hasn't seen me in years. I can't wait to see the look on her face.
You could wait 6 months, it wouldn't change.
Right, Ma, all right.
Oh, Dorothy, high school reunions can be so much fun. I will never forget mine. I was the most successful person there.
What? Blanche, didn't you go to school with that brilliant doctor who won the Nobel Prize?
Oh, yes, but she let her looks go to hell.
Come on now, you had a bad day at work. Happens to all of us, but we're not retiring.
But I just don't know what I'd do if I retired. No problems to solve, no challenges. I'd be afraid my mind would go soft.
Don't even talk that way, Rose. That's crazy talk.
For your information, I'm not here to audition.
Why are you here?
I realized I had no talent, so I decided to become an agent. Why Ryan O'Neal hasn't come to the same conclusion, I'll never understand. Anyway, I'm proud to announce I'm the exclusive worldwide representative of the Donatello Triplets.
Dorothy, what do you mean?
Ma's 82 years old. Edith was only 6 years older. You can guess what I'm thinking.
You're thinking your time with Sophia may be running short.
Wow, Blanche, that's amazing. Now guess what I'm thinking. But how did you know about Blanche?
Stuck here on Valentine's Day with the three of you. Oh, this is the worst day of my life.
Oh, quit complaining. There are worse things that can happen to you on Valentine's Day, I know.
Was there ever a Valentine's Day when you didn't have a date?
Please, until I was 80, I was combing geezers out of my blue rinse.
Ma, I cannot believe you sent my picture in to a total stranger.
I didn't send in your picture. I sent the picture that came with my wallet.
Ma, I am furious with you.
Think of how mad your date's gonna be when he finds out he's not going out with Janet Gaynor.
Blanche, I'm sure it's a fluke that nobody called you for a date.
They must have painted the men's room walls at the Pizza Hut.
Well, there must be something wrong with Rose's date. There has to be. I bet he's an airhead, or a mutant, or an insurance salesman. Now that's it. Well, Rose, you and your geek have fun.
You said she wouldn't take it well, Dorothy.
Rose, take it easy. You're pushing them too hard, honey. They're only kids.
Oh, you're right, Dorothy. I've just been under so much pressure. I never would have volunteered if I had known all the work that was involved. I need help.
Mostly with your lipstick. And with Kelly applied makeup with more finesse.
Boy, she's really cranky.
And you don't want to know why. Mr. LeBass, I want to thank you for coming on such short notice.
You're lucky I came at all. I got a horrible cold. I was so dizzy this morning I lost my balance getting out of bed. I guess my equilibrium's shot.
Well, I'm sure you'll feel better once you're up on the roof.
Who can that be at this hour?
Maybe it's Blanche's date.
Oh, he better not show up here. I'll get it.
Hi, everyone. It's me, Stan. Look, I know it's late, but I had to come by. I have awesome news.
Dating someone over 12?
Clayton! Baby brother!
Sister! Oh, Oh, my, look at you, all gussied up, prettier than a spring blooming peach tree on a dewy April morning.
Oh, well, you ought to talk all fresh scrubbed and rosy cheeked like a country parson in a September hoedown.
Why do I get the feeling they had a maid named Honeybee when they grew up?
Sophia, she's right. 3 palm trees.
$10,000. Oh my God, we just won $10,000. $10,000.
Oh, I don't believe $10,000. Split 4 ways, that's almost 2,000 apiece. Almost. Why should you be president?
Well, because I saw Elvis and Harem scare him over 50 times.
So did I.
I have every album he ever recorded.
So have I, and every single.
I slept with him in a Motel 6 outside Chattanooga.
Congratulations, Madam President.
Dorothy Zbornak, I resent that remark. Have you been talking to Ed Tyler? That man has such a big mouth. Which reminds me, I want to go give him a call.
Oh, gosh, she's really a character. She's also a cheap slut.
I'm giving the leftover meatloaf a thrill. What do you think? It's hot as hell in here.
Close it before the food spoils.
Okay.
I meant the refrigerator.
I'm gonna call the repairman.
I already did. He said he'd be over in 15 minutes. That was 3 hours ago.
Well, let's break out the ice cream. What's this?
I froze my underwear to stay cool.
How did you know your mother was cheating, Dorothy?
Because Mr. Feinbaum never walks around totally naked. He always wears a Boy Scout neckerchief. But never in the same place twice. Which is why there's no Mrs. Feinbaum, dear.
It's a shame Sophia has nothing constructive to do anymore. She needs something to make her feel more fulfilled.
Well, I'll tell you what would make her feel more fulfilled.
A hobby. Oh, I thought you meant, a man.
You got a better hobby?
Never say that while I'm eating.
I'm teaching history for an adult education program. It's for people who never got their high school diplomas.
What else do they teach?
The usual high school subjects.
You mean like the 3 R's? Reading, writing, and rooster inseminating?
Oh, all right, you can stay. All right, everybody, if you will turn to page 5. And yes, Rose?
Aren't you forgetting something?
What?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic.
So when the waiter brought my order, he set down a big bowl of gazpacho right in front of me, and I said, I ordered the consomme. And he said, a hot number like you needs something spicy. And I said, I'll give you something spicy, and I poured the gazpacho right down his pants.
So you never went out with him?
No, just slept with him. He wasn't my type.
Dorothy?
Have we met?
Not yet. I'm here because of your ad in the paper. Willing to do anything, $8 an hour, no job too big or small.
Yes, of course. Please come in. I'm sorry, I didn't expect people to actually come here. I just figured, that I would be going to them.
That's the way it'll work in the future, when my video camera gets back from the shop.
This was a lovely afternoon.
Oh, I'll say, I just love the legitimate theater. I missed Mr. Lee J. Cobb in Death of a Salesman. I missed Mr. Marlon Brando in Streetcar Named Desire. Well, I was damned if I was gonna miss Mr. Dick Butkus and Pal Joey.
And there's a brand new water heater in the garage and wall-to-wall carpeting in all the bedrooms.
Ma, what the hell are you doing?
Selling the house.
Can't you find a better place to clip your toenails?
Don't call me Ma. Call me Sophia like my other friends.
Look, Ma, I am very upset, so please stop teasing me.
Dorothy, I've never told this to anyone before. The day I left the hospital with you, I had a gnawing feeling in the pit of my stomach.
Because you suspected I wasn't your daughter?
No, because I was in labor for 38 hours. Dorothy, give me a 7-letter word which means lonely, middle-aged woman desperate to meet men.
Oh, is that a clue on your crossword puzzle?
No, I'm getting you a personalized license plate for your car.
Here you go, sweetheart. Dorothy, have you ever heard of something called dirty dancing?
Well, of course, Blanche. They did it in that movie.
What movie?
Lawrence of Arabia. Vaughn, she's not serious.
Never has been, never will be.
Okay, then you'll need new gym bags, water bottles, vitamin packs, and most importantly, a sports training bra to minimize jiggle and bounce.
Yvonne, honey, I think you're missing the whole point of having breasts.
No, I'm eating a bowl of Nabisco Zitios. Of course I'm eating pasta. I need to gain weight. I'm wasting away, Dorothy.
What do you mean?
I got weighed this morning. I couldn't believe what I saw. 98 pounds.
What do you usually weigh?
99.
Ah, you lost 1 pound.
Thank you, Rene Descartes. I'm looking for advice, not arithmetic.
Girls, I am so excited. I just got a big bonus at work.
Ah.
And guess what I've decided to do with it?
What?
I'm going to have my breasts enlarged.
You're not serious, Blanche.
Oh, sure I am. Breasts are back in fashion.
Ma, did you have a sardine sandwich for lunch again?
Dreyfus?
Ma, what the hell is Dreyfus doing here?
Calm down. I just ran into Harry Weston. They're all leaving town, and they needed someone to watch Dreyfus. I volunteered.
Yeah, well, unvolunteer.
Dorothy, I didn't even know you were good at making malts.
Good. I'm an expert. Didn't I tell you I used to work in a malt shop when I was in high school?
Soda jerk?
No thanks, I'll have a malted.
Girls, you will never guess who I just got off the phone with.
Trudy McMahon, your best friend from high school. She's coming to Miami for your high school reunion.
Sophia, that's incredible. You must have ESP.
No, I have a phone extension in my bedroom.
You are my very best friends in the entire world, and I trust and respect you more than any people I know, so I want you to tell me the truth. Now, honestly, do you think I'm competent at what I do?
Based on the sounds from your bedroom, I'd bet you're damn near spectacular.
Oh, this is terrible. The ladies' auxiliary puts me in charge of the variety show, and we can't come up with one decent act.
I was just thinking, it's too bad we're not back in St. Olaf.
Why, they have a lot of talent back in St. Olaf?
No, it's lunchtime there. I could really go for a smoked kipper hero. Why are you both wearing black? Did you just come from a funeral?
No, Rose. We were singing backup for Johnny Cash. Of course we were at a funeral.
Who died?
My best friend, Edith Flannery.
I thought Mildred Feinberg was your best friend.
She was, but we've grown apart. I think her death had something to do with it. What did you get?
I'm not sure. I think it's coconut. It's white on the inside, but there's a red ring around the outside.
Oh, that's my lipstick. I don't like coconut.
No, that's disgusting. That piece of chocolate was in your mouth, and I just put it in mine.
Big deal. We took a bite out of the same piece of chocolate called C. Everett Koop. I only breastfed you for the first 2 years of your life. You want to talk disgusting? That's disgusting.
He should have been here a half hour ago.
Dorothy, according to the rules of etiquette, you should never wait more than 20 minutes for a date.
She's already waited 6 months for a date. What's another half hour?
I hate blind dates. You know, Ma, I never would have agreed to this if it wasn't your best friend Edna's good-looking doctor nephew.
Oh, he wasn't available anymore. He decided to buy a woman from the Philippines. Gin.
Sophia, we're playing hearts.
I know, I felt like drinking some. If I'm gonna get through a boring Saturday night with you two, I'll need a buzz.
Why are you so cranky?
I had plans with Mildred tonight. She waited until the last minute to call and cancel it.
The woman had a heart attack.
It wasn't massive.
Hi, Ma.
Boy, am I steamed. They took Pat Sajak off Wheel of Fortune.
Well, that's because he has his own late-night talk show now.
Oh, yeah, right. The man spins a big wooden wheel for 8 years. Suddenly, he's discussing détente with Henry Kissinger. What else happened lately? Mike Tyson hosting Masterpiece Theater?
Now, why are you so cranky today?
I'm not cranky. I'm gassy. Hey, why are you wearing makeup? So your mother won't be embarrassed?
Honey, he won't pay any attention to you no matter what you do.
Oh, yeah? Hey, fella, your flyer's open.
He let me out at the movie theater, said he was going to go park the car. That's the last I saw of him.
I think you've been ditched.
Now, did I ask you? If I want advice on getting ditched, I'll ask an expert. Dorothy, did I get ditched?
Yes, Blanche, but don't feel bad. Look what it's done for Sonny Bono.
And it's finally happened. I cannot believe it. I have lost it, haven't I?
In more back seats than any woman I know.
Oh, thank you, Dorothy. Those look lovely.
So do you. Oh, Blanche, you really got all dressed up for your brother.
Well, we do come from the South. We always felt it was important to look absolutely great in front of company.
Hi, girls. What time does Clayton get here?
Oh, any minute now.
Oh, we better put out the welcome mat.
We don't have a welcome mat.
What about the one Dorothy says is at the foot of your bed?
Who's the letter from, Ma?
Joanne Pescatori. She's coming to Miami for a visit.
Joanne Pescatori. Didn't she own that little candy store down the street from us in Brooklyn?
That was Jeanette Pasadano.
Oh. Then who was Joanne Pescatori?
How the hell should I know? This letter's for Rose.
Ma, why are you reading Rose's mail?
Because all you got were bills.
Girls, it's here. I am so excited. It's my letter from the Elvis Presley fan club. Oh, my hands are shaking. Dorothy, you read it.
Dear Rose Nyland, your application to start an unauthorized chapter of the Elvis Presley Hunka Hunka Burning Love fan club. Hi, Ma. Hey, what you doing?
Just looking through the old photo album. Boy, you were a cute kid.
Yeah, I was sort of cute. Oh, look, there I am at 7.
An angel.
Here I am at 11.
Adorable.
Oh, look, here I am at 15.
The beginning of the end.
Oh, why is it they always schedule the charity softball game on the hottest day of the year?
I know it. I'm all hot and sweaty. I'm short of breath, and I'm physically exhausted. You'd think I had a good time.
You didn't have fun?
Only thing I really enjoyed was stealing second base.
When have you not enjoyed sliding under a man in uniform?
I'll see your quarter, and I'll raise you a quarter. By the way, Rose, your shoe is untied.
I'm too smart for you, Sophia. You're not going to distract me this time. Besides, I'm wearing pumps.
Your pump is untied.
Thanks. Don't you just love waking up with rain tapping on your bedroom window?
Oh, absolutely. I always throw open the window, uncork a bottle of cold duck, and slip into my Fredericks of Hollywood ostrich feather nightie.
Just because of rain tapping at your window?
Oh, I thought she said Wayne.
Girls, guess what?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why do you always come into a room and say, girls? Do you see Molly Ringwald sitting here?
Well, you're awfully cranky today.
Well, forgive me. My arthritis is bothering me. My Social Security check was late. And I realized today I haven't showered with a man in 22 years.
There's a myth about people named Alvin?
The myth about black men in the bedroom.
Is that a Greek myth?
Sophia! Rose, what are you doing in the bathroom?
Ma, this is the kitchen.
Oh, boy, if this is the kitchen, I'm poaching an egg in the toilet.
Maybe just a little around the eyes.
What in hell hell is going on here?
This is Baby, 5 times Blue Ribbon winner at the Minnesota State Fair. This sweet little thing was your uncle's pride and joy.
Oh, my God, that's the cutest baby I've ever seen.
Gee, I hope Marguerite likes champagne.
Champagne, don't you think we may be going a little overboard with this?
Dorothy, remember the Crow Man.
Do we have any caviar to go with this champagne?
That must be... Oh, girls, I'm scared.
Now, just take a deep breath and relax. There's nothing to be scared of. Okay, Dorothy, get the door.
Marguerite, I'd like you to meet my mother. This is my mother, Sophia Petrillo. Ma, this is Marguerite.
Oh, I'm pleased to meet you. Won't you join us?
Yeah, and pour me some of that champagne. I never know if I'm going to make it to New Year's. So what are we celebrating? Did the Supremes get back together?
Ma, you know, I really think you should go and lie down. You look exhausted.
Hey, Aunt Lady, I look like this in the middle of a dead sleep.
Me sitting on a throne dressed as Cleopatra, watching while 2 naked men wrestle to see who gets to make love to me.
It's the end of the world.
Only for the loser.
Oh, come on, Ma. You can see your lips moving.
So? Well, a ventriloquist's lips aren't supposed to move, Sophia.
Is that common knowledge?
I'm afraid so, Ma. I mean, otherwise it would just be you talking with a sock on your hand.
Tough break, Sophia. 1 minute you're about to entertain the masses, the next you're back on a foot covering a corn pad. Now you know how Valerie Harper feels. Bruno Bonafiglio.
Ma, I was asleep.
So was I. That's when it came to me. Picture this. Sicily, 1922. The village is in a terrible wine crisis. It's the peak of the wine season, and all our grape stompers are ravaged by an outbreak of athlete's foot. Soon the Chianti has a green hue and tastes like Desenex.
Sorry, Blanche.
I don't believe this. He just lied. Dorothy? Rose? Well, don't you girls believe me? Sophia?
I believe you, Blanche. Absolutely. Hello? I need a number for People magazine. The department that buys stories about politicians who sleep with sleazy broads.
He's dull, boring, and has dubious taste, to say the least.
That is some schoolgirl attempt to get my goat. You're wasting your breath.
I'm simply questioning how any man could possibly choose you over me.
It's not working, Blanche.
I suppose there could be some exceptions. Convicts who haven't seen a woman in 25 years.
It's still not working, you bimbo. It's calcium, not caffeine. This is what has been keeping you awake.
You mean if I stop drinking that, I can sleep?
You may even blink again.
I've got to get to the counseling center.
Oh, honey, come on, take the day off, call them.
But those people need me.
What good can you possibly be to them?
Well, I'll be there. I'll smile, I'll nod. Fortunately, a lot of them hear voices. I'll just tell them one of them is mine.
I don't understand. I just don't seem to be able to attract as many men as I used to. Maybe it's just the beginning of the end. Maybe I'll never have another date again as long as I live.
Don't be ridiculous, not you, Blanche.
You're right. I am being ridiculous. If anybody never has another date, it'll probably be you.
Stanley, we have not been together for a long time. Your tax return is your problem.
Not exactly. You see, they've decided to go over the tax returns for the last few years, and a few years ago, we were still married. Babe, I'm afraid we're being audited.
What?
He said, babe, I'm afraid...
I heard him, Rose. Doctor, we have been together for 5 years, and we're just getting on each other's nerves.
Why? Why is that?
Because Dorothy is impossible to live with.
That's right.
The real problem is you, Blanche. You are selfish.
Oh, please. Everybody says what a giving person I am.
She's talking about when you're in an upright position.
I have been waiting for Larry to ask me out ever since our eyes first met at Dell's Route 1 Chevron. And I climbed up on the hood of his LeBaron and wrote my phone number on his windshield with the heel of my Papagallo pump.
Isn't that how Mrs. Simpson met the Duke of Windsor?
Rose, honey, you can't be serious.
Why not?
You hardly know the man.
I feel like I've known him all my life. I talked to him about Charlie. I talked to him about St. Olaf. I talked to him about my family. I talked to him about my animal friends. I talked to him about life on the farm.
If that man didn't get a medal in the war, he sure as hell deserves one now. Being with a man is not the same thing as living with a man.
You're right, Blanche. Living with a man eliminates the need for an overnight bag and a stop at the drugstore.
And the need for marriage, family, and tradition. Not to mention wedding showers, catered affairs, the bridal registry at Burdine's.
I am. Let me see it.
Ma, you wait your turn.
It's a postcard from my daughter Rebecca. Girls, can you believe it? After almost 4 years, my baby's coming to see me. I'm so happy I could cry.
Blanche, you are crying.
Admit it, Rose. You worked for Allied intelligence during World War II.
I said no reefers, okay? Goodbye.
You know, Sophia, the problems you're having at work remind me of something that happened back in St. Olaf.
Please, dust reminds you of something back in St. Olaf. I got work to do.
Oh, Ma, I moved some of your things into my room.
Why'd you do that?
Blanche's daughter arrives today. You're going to have to sleep with me.
Let me respond to that proposition the way your dates do. No thanks, I'll call you sometime.
Oh, hi, Ma.
Anybody want a lasagna?
I thought you made that for your gentleman friend.
He didn't want it. He said he had lunch already, so I offered to go over to his place tonight and warm it up for supper. He said no.
Sophia, honey, the key is to make a man think you're not interested in him. Offering to make him dinner just made you look too easy.
Please, black underwear and pasties couldn't make me look easy.
Hi, Blanche. Have you decided who you're going to be at the masquerade ball?
Yes, I'm going as Eve from the Garden of Eden. All I'll need is a few strategically placed leaves.
What about a snake?
Oh, I already have a snake. I'm going with Hank Quinlan. He's a whiplash attorney.
Is how to make a fist. Let's meet our lucky contestants. First on the green team, we have Dorothy Zbornak, an English teacher originally from Brooklyn, New York. She now lives in Miami with her mother, who will gladly pay anyone who will take her out for a date.
Hi, Sophia. Ooh, what you making?
Lasagna al forno.
Smells delicious.
Yeah, my great Aunt Nicolita used to say, making lasagna al forno is like crossing a river. If you roll up your pants, don't be surprised if you find clams nipping at your heels.
What you mean by that?
How the hell should I know? She was a hopeless alcoholic. I gotta tell you, being with you guys these last few weeks is the most fun I've had in years. You really made me forget my loneliness. Thanks. I can't believe it. I'm going to the Bahamas. Day-o, day-o, day-o.
Prima di incominciare,
Before we begin,
bisogna chiarire un punto.
let's make one thing clear.
Io e solo io sono in controllo.
I am in charge.
Io sono il padrone,
I am the boss.
io sono il maestro,
I am the master.
io sono la balena.
I am the walrus.
Ma, either your Italian is rusty or he's the world's oldest hippie. Hi, Ma.
How'd the interview go?
Terrific. I have my choice of summer jobs. 3 interviews this week, 3 offers.
That's because you're showing more leg like I told you.
I don't think the woman at the employment agency was interested in my legs.
Grow up. Don't you watch TV? 80% of the women in prime time are switch hitters.
You got about an hour to kill.
Oh.
Excuse me. Are you waiting for the bus to Northern Falls?
No, St. Olaf.
I've visited there. Lovely little town.
Oh, yes, yes, it is.
Rolling hills. Charming homes.
Yes.
Full of idiots.
I didn't know Alvin that long, but I thought we were getting close. I can't believe he just walked away.
Fernando was always there for me. Whenever I was scared or down about something, I'd just roll over and snuggle up against him in bed.
I never went to bed with Alvin. The thought never crossed my mind, which is odd because I've always wondered about that myth. I'm glad you're all here. I want you to try something. Here, taste this. What do you think?
It's water.
I didn't ask you to identify it. I asked you what you thought.
It's good.
Just good?
Very good.
How would you describe the taste?
Refreshing, clear, clean.
Would you buy this water?
Sure, why not?
Absolutely.
We're rich. We're rich. It comes from the hose out back. Move over, Perrier. Petrillo water is on the way. Dorothy, I'm going to my bedroom. I want to lie down for a while.
Ma?
Dorothy, who the hell parked a Buick in my bedroom?
Is Rose Nyland here?
I'm Rose Nyland.
Well, I'm Chester T. McRaney, legal counsel to your late Uncle Hingelblotter.
Oh, we've been waiting for you. Did you bring the baby?
I brought him.
Him? Did you hear that, girls? Does he look anything like me?
Judge for yourself. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Ask her if she wants her job back.
That's a great idea. I'm going to go call her right now.
Wait a minute. Nobody is calling anybody. Now look, this whole thing has gotten way out of hand. First of all, there is no such thing as a curse. Now, all right, we've had a little bad luck, but ladies, I mean, that's life. I mean, when you look at it, has anything that out of the ordinary really happened?
Oh, my. You look stunning. Doesn't she just look stunning?
Sophia, what are you doing here?
I live here, remember? What is this, the Miss Black America contest?
Hi, Rose.
Hi. What's the matter, honey? Is something wrong?
I'm concerned about nuclear war.
And just yesterday, her biggest concern was whether Bubbles, the chimp, was traveling with Michael Jackson against his will.
Get a load of this. Hi, Sophia. Oh, hello, Sophia. How are you feeling today? Oh, I got a little arthritis in my neck. I was wondering why my wrist was hurting.
I don't think you should do anything until then.
Okay, fine, I'll wait. Look at this picture of Kessler, Dorothy. There's a secret behind those eyes. Trust my hunch on this one. I'm never wrong.
Oh, come on, Ma. Remember your hunch about your nephew, Angelo? You said one day he'd be Pope.
Dorothy, you gotta pay attention. I said one day he'd sell dope. What do you think he went to Attica for? The volleyball program?
A true rumor. It actually happened, just like you said.
Well, not with me, it didn't.
Mr. Kessler, who was the woman?
Well, I can't reveal her identity under any circumstances.
Independent sources have already identified the woman as Blanche Devereaux.
Oh, please, what sources?
Blanche, if I thought for a second that there was anything between you and Ted, I never would have done what I did.
What did you do, Dorothy?
She spent the night with Ted.
But Ted was your date, Blanche. Dorothy, you must have slept with somebody else.
You know what her problem is? She cannot stand to see anyone else happy.
Calm down, Dorothy. I'll brew you some tea.
I don't want any tea.
Oh, but this is a special blend. It's very soothing.
Rose, have you been drinking much of this?
Only at night when I can't sleep.
This is loaded with caffeine.
But we need caffeine, especially women our age, or our bones will get brittle and we'll walk all stupid.
Hi, Ma. Oh, something smells terrific. What is it?
Spaghetti sauce. Here, have a taste.
delicious.
Delicious? This is the reason your father and I got married.
Girls, do you realize it has been 8 days since I've had a date?
Do you realize it's been 8 days since I had...
Ah, please. Whatever it is, keep it to yourself.
That's my problem.
I'm eating Spanish food, I'm wearing Spanish clothes, and I'm rereading the covers of my Julio Iglesias albums really, really carefully.
Dorothy Stan's here to see you.
Hi, everybody. Sorry to barge in on your meal.
Oh, it's all right, Stanley. Would you like some spaghetti? It's really delicious.
Did you make it?
No.
I'd love some.
I'm 41 years old, I'm 5'6", I weigh 108 pounds, and my hair is its natural hue.
Oh. Sure, Blanche. Yours and Lucy's.
What about you, Rose?
Well, to be perfectly honest, I use a touch of peroxide.
Shut up, Rose.
You shut up! Now, stop it! Stop it! I cannot stand it anymore.
You know what I can't stand anymore? That phony accent of yours. What is this, designing women?
I can barely stand. You'll just have to go on without me.
Go on without you. Honey, this is not a wagon train. This is a double date. It doesn't work that way. It's a both of us or nothing.
You'll just have to cancel your date, too.
Cancel my date? With Larry? Oh, Dorothy, how long have you been inhaling this vapor rub? I am not taking mine back.
I am not taking mine back.
Girls, I really need to talk to you.
This is crazy. Since when do you care how you look?
I think it started when I came down from the bell tower and had my hump fixed.
Sophia, they took half your day's pay just for that?
This manager is a shark. He's bucking for supervisor. He told Mildred and Edna they could only take 10-minute bathroom breaks.
Come on, that's not unreasonable.
Please, they're 85 years old. It takes Mildred 10 minutes to roll down her stockings. Yeah, right. 6 o'clock at Mildred's. We're putting together a list of demands to present to that scuzzball McCracken at work tomorrow. Good. Oh, and Edna, bring some sherry. Nobody bought that glaucoma story when you whipped out that reefer last time. No, you can't put it in brownies.
I once stood in line 2 hours at a bookstore for Arnold Schwarzenegger's autograph.
You know, when I think of great literary figures of our time, it's usually Faulkner, Fitzgerald, and Schwarzenegger.
Did he sign your book? Yes, but only after he refused to sign my thigh.
He was probably intimidated to see a thigh bigger than his.
A man came up behind me, put something in my hand, and said, "This is what you need."
That happened to me once in the produce section at the A&P.
Well, anyway, the man gave me the brooch, and since then I've never had any problem writing. This is my muse, my artistic inspiration, the embodiment of my creativity.
And you know what's even better? It goes with anything.
It's the Gatlin brothers, Rose. The Kaplan brothers are those gentlemen standing right there.
You're dumping me and Rose for those two yutzes?
Oh, Ma, believe me, it's for the best. If we split up, we double our chances of going home with something.
Cut the bull. You don't want us because you think we're too stupid.
30 seconds to air. Take your places, please.
Oh, don't be mad, Ma.
Get bent. We're going to cream you.
Willard.
I'm sorry, I did it again.
Sophia.
Henry Ford.
That's correct. For another 100 points, who is the current Secretary of State? Willard.
Charles Schultz. Dorothy, I have to tell you, not being able to spend any time alone with you is driving me crazy.
Oh, I know. Me too.
What do you say we go away, just the two of us, for a few days?
I say yes.
How about we go to the Bahamas?
All right.
Hi, Al.
Rose, you look beautiful.
Oh, thank you. I know we're just going to the movies, but I felt like dressing up.
Rose, about the movies, would you mind if we didn't go?
Well, no. What do you feel like doing?
Why don't we just do what we did last night?
We didn't do anything last night.
Sounds good to me.
This cheesecake is delicious.
It's not bad for store-bought. I'd love to have another cup of coffee.
I will put on another pot.
Good.
What's all the racket? Oh, Martha and the Vandellas are back.
It's all right, Dorothy. I've got one home just like her.
You have one at home, too?
One at home? What am I, a cocker spaniel?
You know, I think I'd almost forgotten what real cold feels like. I guess I've gotten used to tropical weather.
You here all the way from Nebraska?
Miami.
Miami. That closer to Omaha or Lincoln?
Gee, it's great to be home.
Hello, xin chào các bạn nha. Hôm nay mình sẽ bò vào ổi. Ổi đây là ổi mình sấy tại vườn nhà mình nên rất là đảm bảo và ngon. Ổi nhà mình rồng. Mình thích ăn những quả xanh xanh thì nó sẽ giòn hơn. Bây giờ mình sẽ rửa qua đi. Đây nha các bạn nha. Mình đã rửa qua đi ạ. Do ở nhà mình rồng nên là mình sẽ không phải ngâm. Mình chỉ rửa qua đi cho nó sạch thôi ạ. Vì ở nhà mình không có thuốc sâu gì hết. Thơm luôn các bạn ạ.